Once upon a time, in a quiet suburban neighborhood, there lived a friendly neighbor named Mr. Johnson. He was known for his warm smile, his meticulously groomed garden, and his unwavering kindness to everyone around him. Mr. Johnson seemed like the perfect neighbor, always willing to lend a helping hand or offer a sage advice. One crisp autumn evening, as the leaves fell from the trees, a sense of unease settled over the neighborhood. Mr. Johnson's house stood eerily dark, with no sign of his usual warm presence. Concerned, the neighbors began to investigate. They knocked on his door, but there was no response. The curtains remained drawn, and the mailbox was overflowing with letters and packages. As days turned into weeks, whispers of worry spread like wildfire among the neighbors. They decided to take matters into their own hands and explore Mr. Johnson's home, fearing that something terrible might have happened to him. Upon entering his house, they found no trace of him. It was as if he had simply vanished into thin air. His furniture, personal belongings, and even his beloved cat were all left behind. The only clues were a series of cryptic notes scattered throughout the house. The notes contained enigmatic riddles and clues that led the neighbors on a mysterious journey. They followed the trail, which took them to places they had never explored before in their own neighborhood. Each riddle unveiled a new layer of Mr. Johnson's life that none of them had ever suspected. They discovered secret compartments in his house filled with journals detailing his adventures, letters hinting at a hidden treasure, and maps leading to distant lands. The more they uncovered, the more they realized that Mr. Johnson had lived a life shrouded in mystery. With every revelation, the neighbors grew more determined to find out the truth behind Mr. Johnson's disappearance. They embarked on a thrilling adventure that took them to the far reaches of the world, solving puzzles and overcoming obstacles. In the end, they uncovered the astonishing secret that had led Mr. Johnson to vanish. It was a secret so incredible it would change their lives forever. And so the neighborhood that had once been so ordinary became a place of endless wonder and excitement, all thanks to the enigmatic Mr. Johnson. Though he had disappeared from their lives, his legacy of adventure and mystery lived on in the hearts of the neighbors, who would never forget the extraordinary man who had been their friend and neighbor. The story of Mr. Johnson and his vanishing act became a legendary tale in the neighborhood, passed down through generations as a reminder that sometimes the most ordinary places hide the most extraordinary secrets.